Well, hello my loves, how are you all today? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Silvina, and in today's video I'm going to share with you some tips on how to buy better clothes. And the thing is that when we think about high quality pieces, we immediately associate them with high prices, but that's not always the case. Yes, sometimes they are a little bit more expensive, or they are not as easy to find, but it's possible, I can assure you. You can definitely find some good high quality pieces at an affordable price, even in your, like regular retail stores. You just have to know what to look for, and that's exactly what I'm going to share with you today. I don't know if it happened to you, but every time that I go to an expensive store and I see that the pieces are made out of plastic, or the construction is not right, or the buttons are awful, I get so mad, because basically they're literally ripping you off and the pieces are not worth the price that they're charging you. So hopefully this video will help you make better decisions the next time that you go shopping and actually buy pieces that are functional, they look better, and they are well made, and they are worth their money. So let's just get straight into it. So when buying high quality pieces, there are a few things that you need to have in mind. First of all is the fabric quality. This is, I think, the first thing that you should be looking into, because it's one of the biggest determinators and tell-offs of something being high quality or not. So pay attention to the fabric composition and texture, and you can find this in the little tag that every piece has attached to it. Or if you're buying online, some stores do have the composition of the piece listed online. So look for natural fibers like cotton, silk, wool, cashmere, linen, which are typically more comfortable, and avoid synthetic materials that usually have like a cheap feel and they show signs of wear more easily. High quality fabrics are known for their durability, their luxurious feel, and the ability to maintain their appearance over time. Here are some examples of fabrics often considered as high quality. First of all, you have silk, which is a natural fiber known for its smooth and lustrous texture and luxurious feel. It's lightweight, breathable, and has excellent draping qualities. Then you have cashmere, which is a fine, soft, and warm wool that is obtained from the undercoat of cashmere goats. It's known for its exceptional softness, insulation properties, and lightweight feel. But cashmere garments are generally high priced, so it may not be for everyone. But wool is a more accessible option than cashmere. Wool is a natural fiber derived from the fleece of sheep and other animals. It's known for its warm durability and also the moisture locking properties. And high quality wool, like for example the merino wool, is soft, breathable, and resistant to wrinkles. Then there's linen, which is a natural fabric derived from the fibers of flax plants. It's lightweight, breathable, and has a very unique textured appearance. It's highly absorbent, and it becomes softer and more comfortable with each wash, so it's the perfect option for warm weather. Then cotton is a widely used natural fiber known for its softness, its breathability, and also its versatility. It is often used for making shirts, t-shirts, bedding, and other clothing pieces. But as long as it's possible, always look for organic cotton because it's more sustainable. And lastly, leather is a durable and flexible material made out of animal skin. It is known for its strength, longevity, and the ability to develop a rich patina over time. High quality leather is soft, supple, and carefully crafted to ensure longevity. Obviously, there are a lot more natural fibers out there, but these ones are the most common and the ones that you're going to see everywhere. If you have any doubts on the origin of the fabric of the piece that you're trying to buy, you can always Google it. In some cases, which I would even dare to say that it's most cases, you may have a blend of different fibers. For example, I don't know, 75% wool, 20% polyester, and 5% elastane. Obviously, the ideal it would be to have a piece that is 100% of a natural fiber, but that is not always possible, especially in affordable retail, and especially in some specific pieces. There are pieces that are a little bit more difficult to find in natural fibers, like for example pants or skirts. But if you're looking, for example, for a cotton t-shirt or a shirt, it's super easy to find, and in most cases it should be affordable. So as long as the natural fiber is the most predominant one in the composition, I personally think that it's totally okay to go for a blended piece, which is honestly a lot better than 100% polyester, so you get what you get. When looking for high quality fabrics, it's essential to have some factors in mind. For example, the fiber sourcing, the construction, and the manufacturing techniques. Opting for fabrics with certifications like organic or sustainable production methods can also indicate a higher level of quality and ethical sourcing. Natural fabrics can be more environmentally friendly than synthetic fabrics, but it ultimately depends on a few factors, including sourcing, production process, and end-of-life considerations. So here are some points to consider. First of all, renewable resources. Natural fabrics like cotton, linen, and hemp are derived from renewable resources, which are plants. These plants can be grown again and again, so it reduces the reliance on finite resources. Then another factor is biodegradability. Many natural fabrics are biodegradable, which means that they can decompose naturally over time. This reduces their impact on landfills compared to synthetic fabrics, which basically take a really long time to decompose and break into pieces. Then we have reduced energy consumption. Some natural fabrics require a lot less energy usage during production compared to synthetic fabrics. For example, the manufacturing process of cotton or linen requires a lot less energy than, for example, polyester or nylon. Then we also have another factor, which is lower toxicity. Natural fabrics tend to have lower levels of chemical additives and processing agents. However, it's important to consider the usage of pesticides and other chemicals during cultivation and processing. Organic certifications ensures the usage of environmentally friendly practices and restricts the use of certain chemicals. Then we have water usage. And here the water footprint of natural fibers, it may vary from fiber to fiber. Cotton, for example, requires substantial amounts of water for cultivation. However, more sustainable practices like organic farming and water efficient irrigation techniques can mitigate the environmental impact. And then we have the social impact. Natural fabric production like organic cotton or fair trade practices often promotes better working conditions and wages for farmers and workers, which contributes to social sustainability. That being said, it's important to note that not all natural fibers are made the same. Some may do have still environmental impact. For example, like we said, conventional cotton cultivation, it may involve the use of pesticides and also have a very high usage of water. Additionally, the processing and dyeing of natural fabrics, can involve the usage of chemicals that may harm the environment. To make environmentally friendly choices, look for certifications like GOTS or OECO-TEX Standard 100, which ensure higher standards of environmental and social responsibility. It is also essential to consider the longevity of the garments, proper care and responsible disposal, or considering, recycling the piece to extend their life cycle. Overall, natural fabrics have the potential to be more environmentally friendly, but it's important to consider the entire life cycle of a product and make informed decisions to reduce the environmental impact of the whole fashion industry. But for different reasons, you don't want to go for animal-based textiles, or you don't have any other choice than to buy synthetic fabrics, there are even differences between synthetic textiles. An indicator that the piece looks at least a little bit more high quality is the thickness of the fabric. Super light and thin fabrics often look low quality and they wrinkle very easily. Therefore, go for fabrics that have a thicker feel and more body, and especially that they don't wrinkle that easily. The way to know is to literally grab the piece and wrinkle it, and if you let go and it doesn't stay wrinkled, then it is okay. It's good to go. The only case that a fabric gets wrinkled very easily and it is widely accepted is with linen. So now that we have fabrics out of the way, let's look at what other elements can you check from a piece to see if they are high quality or not. Okay, number 2 is construction and stitching. Apart from the fabric composition, you should check the stitching, the seams of the whole garment, and overall the construction of the piece. High quality clothes have well finished seams with tight, even stitching all over. So look for reinforced seams, double stitching, and finished edges that, indicate attention to detail and durability. And that the piece is constructed correctly, meaning that every piece of the garment is aligned properly. The number 3 is finishing details. Check for quality finishing details and hardware like zippers, buttons, clasps. They should be securely attached and made out of durable materials. High quality trims like ribbons, embellishment, or lace should be securely attached and integrated into the piece without fraying or having loose threads. And try to avoid cheap looking buttons, because even if the whole piece is like super well made and it's a beautiful fabric, if the buttons buttons are cheap, it will totally downgrade the whole look. Especially buttons that look like they are metal but they are made out of plastics, those are the worst. Basically, if you have one of those cases, the easiest way to tell is to basically tap on the button with your nail, and if it sounds metal, they are real. If it sounds like plastic or anything else, they're fake. You can always buy new buttons and replace them, but overall, these tips and these finishing details make the whole outfit, and they are a tell-off if something is high quality or not. And basically, they are an indicator of the level of craftsmanship and the durability and the longevity of the piece. Okay, number 4 is lining and interfacing. High quality clothes often feature lining or interfacing in certain areas. So if you find a piece that is very expensive and very beautiful but it doesn't have a lining, run. So interfacing is used in collars or cuffs or other areas to add structure and shape to the garment. The usage of lining and interfacing is a sign of attention to detail and longevity. Then number 5 is attention to prints and patterns. If you want to be safe, I would generally recommend you to go for solid fabrics and not prints, because it can be really tricky at first. When buying printed pieces, make sure that the print looks how it's supposed to look. Sometimes you'll see prints that are, like slightly moved and don't align with the rest of the pattern, or it looks like a little blurry. That's a sign of a low quality piece. Also, in pattern garments like plaids or stripes, if the piece is well made, the prints will match at the seams or any place where two pieces of fabric match. The print will match, it will continue, and it will seem as, it's a whole piece coming together. You know what I mean? What I'm trying to say is that the pattern should align, indicating precision in cutting and sewing. Okay, then we have fit and tailoring. A well-fitted garment often indicates quality. So look for clothes that are tailored and that they are designed to fit your body shape, and that they look like they were made specifically for you, even though they weren't. For this, it's important to know which one is your body shape, and so I actually did a video talking about this, so if you want to watch it, I will leave it up here. So I actually hate trying on pieces on the store, so I'm no example to follow, but I would actually recommend you to try on the pieces on the store before buying and see how they fit. So assess the fit, the comfort, and the overall feel of the garment before purchasing. So move around and stretch to see if it actually, allows you to move and not restrict you completely, because you don't want that. And also pay attention to how the garment drapes and flatters your body, and consider alterations if necessary to, achieve the desired fit. Then we have the concept of price versus value. So while price alone is not an indicator of quality, be extremely wary of super cheap pieces, because they will often indicate inferior materials and inferior construction. Price is generally given by the materials and the amount of time it took to make the piece, among other elements. So pieces with more intricacies and more details and more stitching will cost more because it requires more time to make and more resources. So if something is extremely cheap, it may mean that the fabric quality is not great and they didn't spend a lot of time making it, so they didn't put a lot of effort making it, which in the long run, it will not be durable. So consider the value and the cost per wear of a piece, as investing in a slightly higher price but higher quality and more durable piece will actually make you save money in the long run. The idea is that you get the best return on your investment and be as sustainable as possible, and this means to wear the piece as much as you can. So pieces that are of high quality will always last you longer than lower quality ones. And lastly, we should consider care instructions. So before purchasing, check the care instructions provided by the manufacturer. Remember that quality clothes require proper care and maintenance. Follow the care instructions, handle the garments with care, and store them appropriately to maximize their lifespan. But if the care instructions are, super excessive or very impractical, it may be a sign of poor quality. And to finish off this video, remember that you do have alternatives to fast fashion retailers, and those are secondhand and vintage shops. These shops have unique pieces that can be made out of, very high quality and durable materials that stand the test of time. But obviously, always check all of these factors before purchasing anything, whether it's vintage or not. You can also research for brands or designers that, are known for producing high quality pieces. You can always read reviews or seek feedback from other customers to, actually investigate the brand's reputation. And if they really do what they claim. And ultimately, trust your instincts and personal preferences. Choose clothes that, resonate with your style and that you truly love, because investing in pieces that you truly enjoy and will enjoy wearing for a long time contributes to a more sustainable and satisfying wardrobe. But please don't think that you need to go to a wardrobe and throw everything that you have because they don't meet the requirements. I think that will be actually more damaging than keeping them. So my advice would be to wear your existing clothes as much as you can, and then have these tips in mind for future purchases. So I hope you enjoyed this video and that it was somehow helpful. Lastly, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications down below. And as always, I will leave the links in the description box of all of my social media so you can go check them out. I hope you have an incredible rest of your day. I will see you in my next video. Ciao, ciao!